Hey everyone, welcome back to more Pokemon Conquest Ultimate in Gracia's storyline. Last episode we got started and I think we started in Aurora and we managed to take Greenleaf and Violite, but we failed to take Fontaine. So we're in kind of a little bit of an awkward spot. One of the main awkward things is that we just have a difficult time getting any warlords on our side because, simply put, we have like nothing super effective against any of the warlords that are in our vicinity. So we just have a difficult time obtaining any of them, and we've just not been particularly lucky with having other warlords spawn in the few areas that we do have. And also, I mean, we're completely cut off from this part from by Muneshige, who's got three kingdoms, which, taking him on would essentially pause our ability to get more warriors, which is obviously kind of a bad thing. So I'm gonna try and take out Magochi first. I'm not expecting us to get Roserade from that, but hey, maybe we get lucky, but I kind of doubt it. We can at least, I think, get the other four warriors, and then, after that, if we take Ignis, we have a decent amount of stuff protected. Like, once these three kingdoms are gotten, then, in turn, these four are just completely safe, and yeah, then the mid game should be kind of fine because we can slowly move forward and just have more of our kingdoms safe from enemies. But before we can do that, we have to take out Magochi and Muneshige's army. So yeah, this is the team I've decided to bring with us. So in the last episode, we tried battling him as the first opponent when we were about similar in strength, and we just made some dumb mistakes and got obliterated by him. But maybe this time he will end up winning. Still bringing Celebi with us for like the off chance that Roserade is left on like a few bits of health and we can maybe take care of it. But even then, we have to do that within, I think, 4 turns, which is not much time. I'd say the opponent's biggest threat is probably still Magnezone. Or at least Magnezone fucked us in the last one. Maybe it's going to be less the case this time around, because we have brought a few guys that can at least deal with them decently. Also, these guys should be pretty strong because we lost to them and they got, I think, big boosts. No, it's out of maybe Halucha. I mean, I guess it's specifically Magnezone who's really strong. Although even then, we're far from guaranteed to get everything we'd want here. I'm gonna close this one off so that these guys can move in. I'll keep you there. Bring you here. Yeah, wait with Tropius a sec. Because Tropius is basically there to hopefully, like I said, get Roserade down a couple of notches, but maybe just barely not finish it so that Celebi can do the job. Although, how likely that actually is a second thing. Also, we just fucking lost Beware immediately. Oh, yeah, that's bad. Okay, he doesn't move. That is actually very fortunate for us. Although we can instantly finish off you. I am slightly afraid of that cast form because it's got a ton of range and it can hit some important units very quickly. Although for right now it's just focusing on cast form. Alright, that could be interesting. He might reach... oh, this might be a kill. If it wasn't for sturdy. First things first. You go after cast form. Out of curiosity, that is not actually a kill. I think you're just gonna have to get hit there. I'll take it. This is gonna do like 8 damage. Okay, not that bad. You know, maybe. Okay, well, never mind then. Two damage is not a lot though. We're probably gonna go and kill Thingy, but Tropia is probably dead too. Let's just look how much Sanakana does. 13. 12 there. That probably means we're not getting this. Damn it. Well, luckily enough that didn't kill. Alright, so I've given up the hope to getting Rosary. There was a chance, but I don't think we can risk this. You should win the War of Nutrition against Cast Form, but we also probably aren't getting Cast Form here. Or at least the trainer that uses the Cast Form. What do you have? Eagle Eye. Okay, this thing is getting health. I think it used Convalescence. Fortify. Alright, at the end of the day, I think we should still win this one. I just believe our cast form will outlast his cast form. But still a really close battle. Too close for comfort, but yeah, missing out on 2 Pokemon kind of sucks, but we still get 3. We're just gonna have to find Mugwort at some later point. Although we get that strong 19% Magnezone if if I'm correct. Yeah, it said it's Rotom Fan, but still. That is a 19%er, which is pretty much immediately useful for our Squaddle. Though at the moment, we're not that high level, so like any Pokemon I think can still pull off a job. So everything over here has been taken. Honestly, though, I think we should give it a try. Something tells me that they're not that likely to attack Violite anyways, so let's just try to take Ignis this month while it's relatively poorly defended. We cannot recruit any of these warriors anyways. And well, I mean, that would push them down to just Pugilis and Chrysalia. Turn off this fire, sure. And we've got a few decent Pokemon in there, like Dragalge is good. I don't know how good River is. I don't really think I've ever used it much in previous runs so far. Yeah, that Frostmoth in particular is really weak. The fire Pokemons are over here though, so hopefully we can just take both of them out in one go. Probably not, but we can hurt the Slowking in the process as well. The process and progress. I think you have Zip Zap? Yeah. But wait, with we may have just put it in the range of Armor Rouge. Alright, so much for Vaporeon. And he does move over there. Oh, he's using Eerie Spell. I thought he was going to use the poison move. Yeah, stupid of me. That was stupid of me. One thing I can say is that at least we still have Lapras. And that most certainly counts for something. You have Mighty Blow. We really don't have much that we can do against you. Just kind of block you off from doing anything. And Dragalge, you're probably just gonna die. It's as simple as that, really. Okay, luckily enough, Lapras didn't get hit. That is a immediate kill. Okay, well, Ignis is ours. That's good. All these guys got a decent increase. And that was everyone. So we have 15 warriors, it seems like. And, well, if Gracia doesn't get taken, right, we can... Next turn we can do 2 attacks. One on Pugilus and one on Gracia. Alright, but that does house something interesting, and that is the fact that there's 2 warlords currently here. So, obviously, Metagross is just like, yeah, good luck getting Metagross. Here then, Empoleon should be. And that leaves us in sort of an interesting state. As I'm just kind of thinking if we could, like, maybe bring someone with us to face these guys. Oh, okay. Muneshige has recruited Ranmaru. Let's see, between Beware and Conkelder, I mean, they're both pretty good. Or, well, pretty strong. I'm gonna send Beware out over here. It is pretty obvious that they are gonna go over here the turn after it. You can bring Conkelder then there instead. He's got bug types. Kind of awkward. I don't even think we have a fire type, so... I mean, over here, Lapras is really good against some of these guys. You know, we'll bring Vaporeon then instead. We'll bring the weaker one. In the first battle, we're not going to be able to recruit anyone. The second battle, we will. So I think I'm obviously going to do Pugilus as the second battle here. I think I guess, going to keep Celebi here. Sandaconda. Probably not very good in the second battle, so we'll bring Sandaconda into the first one. Despite the fact that... actually, it's like decent enough. It's decent enough. Don't have any great options versus Rotom Wash, though. I mean, 2 Bug types. I'll still send out Weavile over there because Weavile can do some stuff. Speaking of bringing Rotom Fan with us over here, together with Celebi, to do this fight. Although I also kind of want something to hurt it at least somewhat. How badly do we need a fighting type over here? It'd be good against specifically only Ferroform, but Ranmaru will be brought there over there as well. And I don't know who he would replace for that. So for right now, I'm just gonna go for the guarantee and bring Conkelder over here. Because getting something is important. Getting some kind of warlord is just important. Darkhope might not have been who I wanted over there, but he has been Ludicolo can wait. Scald is annoying, but you know, he can wait. Alright, lower defense. 45. He's down to 13 health now. This shouldn't kill unless it gets a critical hit, and that's the case. We're just really unlucky. Alright, that should get us Empoleon at least. And yeah, now it's just time to kill Dragapult. Getting Empoleon will help in us getting Yukimura probably the next month. I'm hoping she's at least like 15%. 17, nice, alright. Ina will be an important member of the squad going forward. And I mean, also, for like the sake of it, we'll just check out what, if anyone else decided to take any other warlords that have been roaming around. Not looking like it so far. No, alright, that's good for us. Alright, who else do we bring? I don't think Tropius is going to be that great in the battle against these guys. And we'll finish with you. Does that give us a concise team for the battle against Muneshike number 2? Yes, it does. Maybe not the strongest team, but it is actually just stronger than his team. And I mean, if we don't manage it the first time around, like maybe we can get the second time around and bring Empoleon too. Although if we take Chrysalia now, then Muneshika will definitely be less of an issue. I think Yukimura is going to be important to gather because that would allow us to get Magwochi and Ranmaru. And the guy with the Metagross, I forget his name. Tadakatsu, I think. And I mean, I think post that point, it's like if we don't get the Warlord, whatever. Alright, you're probably spawned at the right spot. Unlike you, Sanacon, though. Oh yeah, you can't punch that because I believe the reason why he can't punch that is because Drain Punch pushes things backwards. You could also use Beware as to finish off Togedemaru. But we'll see. It's going to take a sec at least. Okay. It's a good burn. Okay, well, no, never mind then. Ooh, that is good. That a little less so. That could be nice. That's really not a bad amount of damage. Is he gonna just do it? No, okay. He's gonna go and throw a ball or Pokemon at Sandaconda. Okay, that's annoying. At least Rotom is down. That is something good. I don't think you have a speed increaser, no. Guess just do something. I mean, Scorching Sand has the ability to burn. Sandaconda really isn't that bad at all. Do you have top speed? No. You have Rally. Fuck it. Kill that dude, Vaporeon. I figured as much. Beware has done its thing. Same goes for Vaporeon. Sandaconda can finish off Togedemaru, and Rapidash. Weavile can finish off Slowking. Although that Sandaconda is now at this point really high leveled. Nice. Yeah, 27%. So I didn't really expect half of his team to go over to Pugilist, but I believe we have a stronger team in Ignis currently sitting, so just look here. Who we got rid of? We got basically rid of his I mean, good thing we kept Lapras here. Lapras can take on half the team. Yeah, don't have a great option towards Lucario, admittedly. Despite the fact that I knew I was going to fight him here. Still, we'll give it the good old college try. That being said, this is, generally speaking, the map. I'd argue this is the map the AI is the absolute worst at. First of all, it's a small map, which I feel like can generally help us out more than it being a disadvantage. I think we're getting rid of Staraptor very quickly here too. I find Lucario to probably be the only threat, but he is not very strong in terms of its, you know, percentages, link. So the entire team really isn't that strong link-wise. Alright, well, first of all, we'll start by finishing off Wormadam because we can. And he's just kinda there. Dragalge, you can stand on this spot. You over here. You there. You one behind, and Lapras just get as close as you can, I guess. 5v6 already. Although, like, I wouldn't have called Wormadam his big threat. I find it kind of funny that, like, Castformers basically our strongest Pokemon. Alright, Noivern. Of course, you can't hit... Oh, wait, never mind, you can. Thinking of positioning you slightly differently, but this works out well enough. Dragalge, just do something, I guess. You wait. Well, not being a 2v6, I think it's pretty trivial. Alright, who would do the most damage? 26. I think it's probably gonna be you. Alright, all 4 banners have been gotten. Also, being able to levitate on this map is really strong. Alright, Norishige done, and with that we have pretty much annihilated him, not gonna lie. We get, we don't get the Slow King, but we get the 3 other guys. Who, I think Wormadam is still Wormadam here. But the rest is different. Never mind, Wormadam is Galvantula. She doesn't even have a Wormadam. Yeah, we get Crabominable, Cleaver, and Galvantula. So these guys are definitely more like Chrysalia natives. And Isa with the random Crabominable is probably from Pugilist. However, that has given us the legs basically completely safe now. As yeah, we save. We just quickly see what they're gonna do this month. I'm not really expecting the officer bonus just yet. Kaganetsu is attacking Hanzo. So the time of the armies is gonna start popping up. I'm kind of hoping Yukimura doesn't do anything. Fuck. Please, Yukimura, survive. Survive. Please survive. Alright, that is very good for us. Kaganetsu is going to be attacked by Hanbei, who obviously here is really weak. So Hanzo has just been eliminated. And they're just, I think over here they just did a back and forth. But I believe Oishi just, or Ochi just, is it Oishi or Ochi? I think it's Ochi. Ochi just completely failed in taking fucking Kaganetsu's Viper, which is defended by 2 opponents. So, as things stand, Kaganetsu has these 2 places. Ochi has these 2 places. Okuni and Yukimura have 1 place, and Hanbei and Kanbei have this one, and Kai has the north here. I think all in all, I'm just kind of glad that Yukimura did not get captured, because that allows us to take it this month. And, well, with that, our options open up a bit more in terms of captains we could take, although, of course, none of them are here. But, yeah, we'll check that out in the next episode. So if you all enjoyed watching this episode, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.